Gossiping Heifer, Houston, H-Town.
Still waiting on that heifer, Julio.
Oh my God. If it isn't Lando, it's a heifer too.
You're just a big old heifer.
I believe there's an attack of lunacy going around here.
What's going on, good people? Welcome into another live edition of the Gospel Heifers. Heifer 2 is in the building. What's going on, Heifer? Woo, woo, woo. Why you sound like Ricky Bobby from Talladega Nights? For real.
Doing.
Woo.
I like to thank baby Jesus with a little fat fist.
What line was I quoting earlier from Talladega Nights? What's going on, D?
You and Daddy was quoting quite a few.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, you did that, but you said another one earlier before that one. So you and your daddy was on a roll today. I don't know what was going on with y'all.
I just had, you know how you just had the movie flashes. It just fits the occasion of the conversation.
Yeah, ignorance.
It just, well, you look, you can't talk, okay? But how
But
you
I
doing?
wasn't involved.
Not then. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us, tuning in. If you're listening to us on the podcast, please join us every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live on YouTube. Join the conversation, the fun. We like to give our people shout outs, dramas in the building. Granny was here. That is some drama. Granny was in here earlier, but had to bounce because she got to do some things with baby boy. Jacinta D. that rhymed. Jacinta T. I thought you were going to.
How y'all doing?
If you would be so courteous in the audience, if you would not mind sharing the live, if you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscription button, turn your notifications on so we could talk our shit every time we go live. Counting down to October. We are right around the corner. Is it Libra season this week?
Yes, Libra season starts September 23rd.
Yes.
Virgo, drama, no hard feelings, but Virgos, you out of here. And you know what? We have a lunar eclipse happening in Libra season. There is so much awesome things going on right now.
Talk in your microphone. You always backing up. God damn.
There's a lot of awesome things going on during Libra season for Libras. Is that better?
Because you always backing up from the mic. And I'm like, even though you're a loudmouth heifer, I need to hear you a little bit better. Thank you. We didn't make this investment for nothing. Thank you.
Whatever. But all I'm saying, again, Libra. Oh, we got another Libra up in here. Woo-hoo.
Yes. Libra season is upon us.
But you know, the funny thing is, the lunar eclipse is a day before my beautiful birthday.
Oh, God.
At noon. And I thank you, Michelle, because you shared it with me. So
I shared it with you because we both have similar interests. I did not mean you was going to throw your birthday up in the mix, but go right ahead.
So I do have to work that day. So I'm telling everybody at my job, if you see me stepping out around noon, I'm going outside. I don't give a damn who is waiting. I want to see the eclipse. I want to see this. Well, I do give a damn. You know, as long as the owner don't get pissed. I don't give a damn. The owner.
Well, you know. Oh, spiritual in the building.
God, spiritual. We were just talking about the lunar eclipse happening in Libra season, and it's the day before my birthday.
Okay. Other than that, heifer, that we got a lunar moon coming up in October, and then Libra season is upon us. How was your week?
You know what? I want spiritual to make sure you stay in here to hear the spiritual. Because I was so good. But you know what? Spiritual heard it. Yeah, I had a reading with spiritual. It was a wonderful reading. If you all need some reading, some clarification, call me spiritual.
Yeah, and make an appointment. Pay the money. It is what
I paid my money first. I paid too much to come to find out. I accidentally got this hoot you want to. I wasn't trying to.
It was Libra blessings. That's all it was. You paid in advance.
I should have been selfish and said, girl, let me get one more, get the other one to my daddy. But I didn't. I passed the blessing along.
Thank you.
But yeah, I went to my first management meeting. It's a different kind. I'm like the quiet secret weapon, let's just keep it that way. But after the meeting, there was a lot of toys. We had some hair that we do hair feeding in. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and take this to the shop. I don't want to keep it in my car or on me. So I go in with my shades. Thank God I had on shades. Let's start off there. And I open the door. Hey, girl, normal shit. Why do you have all of that stuff? Where you coming from? What do you have all that stuff? And all I said was, I just left a management meeting. Y'all, when I say this bitch lost her mind, I had to really step out of myself and say, Rocky, watch your ego. Shh. I got to listen to you. So I just said, oh, okay. I try to say not that kind of man. That's all I could really get out. Not that kind of man. But I let the bitch have it. I dropped off the shit and I left. Then the host started acting funny, Tuesday and Thursday, because we had to work with Tuesday. Friday, she was acting funny. We had to work together. She still wasn't doing the thing we supposed to be doing, what was asked of her. And she wasn't folding all the smocks and shit for everybody. Be the bitch. Be the brat bitch. An old bratty bitch. I didn't say nothing. But I said, I'm going to be petty. And I'm going to hide all the shit we supposed to give out because you're not giving it out properly anyway. So I hid all this shit. But the funny thing is, and this is when I said, I had a meeting on a Zoom meeting. My ass don't watch emails. I'm bad. I'm sorry. But I went into the meeting and it was that bitch, the owner, and the two other managers. So I'm like, oh, okay. And, he's like, we're going to nip this in the bud. When I tell y'all, this bitch tried to lie on me left and right.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did. Well, she came in and told me I'm management now. I have to listen to her. I said, whoa.
The hell's going on?
Girl, I did Sam on that bitch. Whoa. When I say whoa, bitch, I mean whoa. That part. I said, girl, I didn't say nothing to you. And I was like, you know what? I hope y'all got the video and audio. The owner looked at me. I did watch it. I said, oh, shit. Okay.
Evidence.
So therefore, at that moment, I knew I did not need to defend myself because I wish IG had that shit.
Well, you could do a playback.
Yeah, let me playback. So everything she said, I said. He said, that didn't happen. He said, what you did was disrespectful and rude. And don't be surprised of the response you get, for which I gave her no response. Because I knew what this was. You trying to trick me, bitch, and I'm going to kick your ass up in here. Girl, you trying to get me a case up in this motherfucker.
Because you know what? You do have people that like to put like little bullshit on you and just hope everybody in the room go with the narrative and get a response out of you.
But you know, Michelle, the funny thing is the bitch went somewhere else because she realized it was video evidence. But she couldn't. Well, I bought all these expensive things and she don't want to show nobody how to do a silk press. And he shut her ass down again. Because we haven't gotten that far, bitch.
The announcement ain't been made yet.
That part. If you take a bitch, don't worry about what I do on the clock. I said, if you want to talk about me being petty, the only petty thing I did was hid all them goddamn toys from your bitch ass. Because you don't want to do what the owner and company say to do. Bitch, when I tell you that the universe had my back, I didn't need to argue. And that hoe had to apologize. Now, you know me. I accepted it on the call, but I don't accept it. Because now you have shown me that you are a hater and a liar. And I told that heifer to her face, ain't nothing worse than a motherfucker that can't take accountability and liars. Two things I don't like.
Oh, girl, please. That I was just, matter of fact, with the reading I did with Spiritual, we were talking about some things that, I had going on. And I admitted to, hey, there was some shit I entertained I had no business entertaining. But that was my fault. And she was like, "You got it." She said, "I'm glad you taking accountability for your part of it because in life we all go through shit, and then you got to look at, okay, what did I do to get myself in this shit?
That part spiritual.
How am I here?
Yeah. You need to pin spiritual's comment up here. Yeah. Apology deserved, but not accepted. Hello. That's what I did, spiritual. I took the high road, spiritual. Woo, I've learned. I have not done all this work on self.
For nothing.
For nothing. For
Right.
a measly old elderly bitch to kind of take me down.
Mookie!
Yeah, Mookie missed the whole story of me busting his
You can watch the replay with your storytelling.
Maybe he was in here and just decided to say, hey, but do make sure you put the link in. So if you all want to come up and have a conversation with us, and look, don't come up here with no bullshit. That's all I'm saying. Don't try to change the narrative of what we're talking about. But Michelle will share the link in the comments. So if you all want to come up, come on up. But no, I didn't do all that work. And matter of fact, I went deeper in. I've been doing more meditation lately, like I said I was.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers to growth.
I'm glad that you've grown, and I'm glad that you got through that bullshit this week. But I wanted to talk about something on my end that I've been just peeping. You know how you just
what you been peeping, sis?
How you just sit back and you just realize some shit. You're like, what the hell's going on? I've noticed we are in a generation of Ratchet senior citizens.
Oh, speak on it.
And I holla at you, Mook. What up, Devin?
Bye, Mook. Have a good show.
You peep all kind of stuff when you're on social media, of course. And I just noticed there's a certain age bracket that's being a damn fool. They acting worse than the younger generation.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't remember this trait of senior citizen. You know what I mean? I don't remember grandma being ratchet and messy.
Nah, grandma didn't raise her voice, didn't cuss. She went to church all the time. She prayed for you and brought you to God. Yeah.
I just never, correct me if I'm wrong, this even hits on reality TV because there are some like reality housewife television shows. Some of them ladies are in their 40s plus. And even though 40s up to 65 is when you're considered a senior citizen, but you know how society is. If you're in a certain bracket, that's how you get labeled. But at the same time, aren't you too old for certain shit?
Spiritual said she's gonna call it second childhood.
Second child.
But it's everybody I've noticed is doing it with either ex-crackheads. And the other one we don't really know because they don't they smart enough not to tell all their business. But I can't accept somebody in their 40s and up being messy. Because you should know better by 30.
It's just okay. I'll give you a prime example. If you're somebody that socializes with a number of individuals on social media, and every time there is some nonsense, you just happen to be in the mix. You just talking about blue spiritual. Talking about Blueface, mama girl. I don't need that kind of headache tonight. But
is that the Erica means?
No, that's not Erica. That's a whole different story.
Oh,
and Blueface, I don't even want to touch on because I get a headache. But altogether, when you see a certain age bracket that you're supposed to look up to and respect, and think that they will be a good role model, a good influence, and it's everything backwards. And I'm like, what the hell is going on with our senior citizens these days? I need to know, have we gotten caught up in a whole new way of socializing and thinking that being at your most ratchet behavior, that's the way you stay popular?
Okay, two things we got to make sure that we understand. I want to know spiritual. Our grandmother and grandfathers didn't experience crack. Okay, let's just say that. I'm not being funny. I'm being dead ass serious. A lot of people, when crack first hit the streets, that was like in the 70s, early 80s, and they were grown already. Because we 70 baby. Well, I'm a 70 baby. Crack hadn't hit the streets like that.
Right.
Okay. So you got to see it was the older and elder people that was probably smoking when they were young, and they all fucked up in the head. Now you got technology.
Yeah, a whole nother drug.
People, and I will repeat this: the 8 boogers in glue in the back of the classroom because didn't nobody want to fuck with them. They was the ones that touched you. Holler, ooh, now you got cooties. Shh. You got a lot of them that feel like they have an opinion. And like I said, opinions like an asshole. Everybody got one. It don't mean that it matters. But now you got this. Oh, I can be whoever I want to be on IG, on Facebook. They don't know I was that nigga with the helmet in the back of the class eating boogers and glue. They don't know this. So now I can portray whoever I want to be. So you got a lot of people on here acting different than what they really are in real life.
Yeah, I see too much of it. But I'm just like, it's a whole new generation of senior citizens that I'm scared of for. You know, you can't even go. You know how you used to go to a cafeteria line, you know, a public restaurant, some shit like that with self-serve. These senior citizens are more ratchet than they are grateful.
And you know what? I never forget when I was working in Mississippi. A co-worker of mine had to go to the school to get a lunch lady in check because her daughter bought a cookie. The lunch lady decided she was gonna take a bite of that cookie, being a smart ass.
Oh hell no!
Yeah. And it's just like the teacher shit we just saw, where she confiscated a little boy's phone, but she took it home. Now that's where you stealing, because at the end of the day, if I remember correctly, if
you paying the bill,
phone taken from you, whatever, you were to get it at the end of the school day. You didn't get taken home.
Well, you know what? We got an opinion to add to this conversation. Let's welcome Mr. Derek Tuggle to the building here. Derek Tuggle!
Good evening.
What's going on, Derek?
Good evening. How are you?
This is
We're
my
good.
first
How about
time.
yourself?
I'm doing well, despite.
This is my first time putting eyes on something.
I'm doing well despite the bullshit.
That part, yeah, dodge it. Dodge it. Like I have.
So what's your take on this, Tuggle? Because I know you spend some time on social media and you make observations. What's your take?
I'm so tired of these little kids and they ratchet mamas. I have no words.
It's too much.
I would see that's one reason why I'm not in the school system, because I would revert back to the you getting your ass whooped.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you something, Togo. When I watched that video of that mother approaching that teacher, I would have called the police for theft first of all. Then I would have whooped her ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Because you stealing from my child.
Right.
This is what we're not gonna do.
She gonna get dropped.
Yeah, and then she's sitting up there trying to argue like they on a reality show. Well, you know he be disrespectful. Right. Bitch, what does that got to do with my child phone being at your house? See, if he doing all of this, you need to call me we need to meet at the school and have a talk about JoJo Dancer, whatever the fuck his name is, acting a fool.
Put it in the principal's office, but don't take it to your house.
You're not supposed. I don't know what that hoe been doing with that boy phone. He may have all kind of nudes in that shit by now.
crotch shots.
Oh, I see D and Spiritual is saying, "Hey, Tuggle Wuggle."
Hey, Spiritual.
You know, I know Spiritual ain't gonna cam up, but I would love to know Spiritual because she has children. And I know she is a straight Virgo, and she will kill you about her children. See, I don't have kids, but I got a nephew.
And I would just be on the sideline just to see that shit, because I already know once Spiritual turns up, when you're that peaceful in life, and you get an opportunity to get turned up, it's gonna go to a whole other level you ain't anticipating.
But I don't know if you all saw the one too, where I guess the teacher had been sexing up the child, and the mama found pictures or whatever in the phone, and
Oh
she came
the
up,
11-year-old.
She came up to the school like, what are you doing to my child? And she like, I'm like,
trying to give him worms. That's what the fuck she doing. I'm giving your baby worms because I'm giving him old coochie. I've never understood, I never understood any adults, period, having an attraction like that towards a child. It is
What
sick.
is it?
It is sick. And if it was up to me, you better be glad it ain't up to me. I would rub your ass down with steak and A1 sauce and throw your bitch ass in there with the lions.
I have to confess, there were a couple when I was growing up that were younger. I would have let. Come on.
I know you would, because you men different. Spiritual says send her the link. Now a lot of you men are different, but I have to be more protective too, though, because I see a lot of damage with young men, especially my black men. That's the ones I gotta protect, that have been introduced to sex too young,
Too early,
too early, and it's normally the bald head, chicken head babysitter that your mama trusted or your
what
dad
up, T-Guard?
And it causes a lot of issues with men later on in their life when it comes to sexual experience with a woman.
I.e. Robert Kelly.
Yeah, see, you got female R. Kellys running around this bitch. You then had male R. Kellys. And as I said, you are stealing innocence from a child. Little boys and girls are going to be curious. They're going to ask questions. And you got to understand, when you introduce a young mind to something that's serious, sex is serious. It's not to be taken lightly. And that's even for grown folks. Stop banging the next and the next and the next because you're horny. Sit down somewhere. Go lay up in some holy water. That's
you know what? Speaking of holy water, we got to add spiritual. Just in the building.
Spiritual.
I don't know how this works.
Hey.
Hey, y'all, I'm in the kitchen.
Yeah, well, look, this is our spiritual advisor. We have been dealing with spiritual for years, and she has been nothing but a blessing to us and our family.
She's been a blessing to a lot of people on IG. That's why I ain't cuss y'all ass out. Between spiritual and God, is why I stop cussing y'all niggas out.
Rocky, I try, y'all. I do. I really, really do.
Yeah, but I know the difference is of people that's actually listening and utilizing what you're teaching. That's the difference.
That's the problem that I face.
Yeah.
But you guys are a blessing in my life because you actually do. Right?
We try.
But to the topic, right? Because you said we're not supposed to come off topic, Rocky, before I get in trouble. Right?
Oh, yeah, my bad, girl, my bad.
Right? So taking the phone is one thing. If the child was being disrespectful, disruptive, whatever, and deserved the phone to be taken is one thing. If the parent wasn't contacted to say that the phone was taken, I have a problem with that. Because remember that a child in school cannot pay the phone bill, so that's the parent's property, right? So usually when a phone was confiscated at school, it never left the school. It's either the parent came and got it or you gave it back to the child at the end of the day, but it never left the school. It may have went to the principal's office or in a locked desk or something, but it never left the school. So I get that it does scream theft, all right? Because why didn't you call me and tell me that this happened so I can address it, right? Yeah. So we can have a conversation, but if you're talking out your neck at me, then you're going to see a different side of me. Yeah.
That's when the blades come out.
Yeah,
because she was talking out the side of her mouth, spiritual.
Yeah, right. and like I said today on another group, we have to know our children, right? So if COVID has taught me anything, it's that parents don't know their kids and don't like their kids. They want to ship them off to school, and the teachers and the administrators and everybody have to deal with your lack of parenting, and that's just a fact.
Yeah, it's true.
They were so upset that their kids had to be home and they had to be a part of their education throughout that whole shutdown. Okay, so I know my kids, and I don't have a problem with, and I know when my kids are out of line, and I know what will cause them to get out of line and stuff like that. So never take my kid's side, but at the
Okay, we're freezing for some reason on one end. Let me take a quick break. Yeah, spiritual is frozen. Let us take a quick break till we get everything together, because I want to definitely have a woman's panel on this next topic, Tuggle. So I appreciate you bringing your manly opinion to the table. But we're gonna go to a break. All right, Tuggle, thank you for joining us, and I got to get Spiritual's take on this next topic if she rejoins us. All right, Tuggle, we're gonna holler at you. So let's go to a quick break. Hopefully we'll get Spiritual back, because next we're going to be talking about this Tyler Perry nonsense on him trying to tell women how to date. We're going to get into that real quick, so don't y'all go nowhere. We'll be right back.
Bring your ass back.
People hire fat bitches to sing because black fat bitches. And tell.
The book When Radio Was King by T.C. Tompkins, music industry icon, shares his experiences and journeys from his early years to the present while working with developing artists such as Sade, Luther Vandross, and Teddy Riley. T.C. Tompkins specializing in identifying legendary artists and launching their music to the top of the charts. Get your copy today. When Radio Was King, also available in ebook.
We have the Gossiping Heifer says, love Marina.
Oh, yo, I love the Gossiping Heifer.
What up? Yo, Gossiping Heifers. Yo, Gossiping Heifers.
I love them heifers.
They are they come out of Houston. Those are my homies. I do their podcast.
Houston Improv with like praise hands.
December 1st through the 3rd is Houston Improv. I will be there. That's a fantastic club, by the way. I love Houston. I love Texas. I like performing in Texas, period. Yes, you guys. I love you guys. Shout out to the Gossiping Heifers. And yes, you can use my shout out, my video of me shouting you guys out. You can use it anytime you want to. You are the homies. That's real talk. Gossiping Heifers. Yeah.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We got folks waiting in the queue real quick. I'm sure most of you guys have heard the story of Tyler Perry commenting on how black women should date. And it's caused quite an uproar on social media. All people are having an opinion on this. I just got through watching the clip from, I think, the Fox show with Claudia Jordan, among some other folks. Heifer 2 right there. And what's your take on this before we bring an additional sister on board on what Tyler Perry said? Basically, what he said, if you guys have not seen the clip, is that women should since we are making more than most black men nowadays, that we should accept a man for whatever job he has. And if he's a good man, that we should, be good to him. So what's your take, Rocky?
I've never heard men say, man, if you make over 25 or 30 million, whatever, that you should date down. I've never heard another man tell another man, go on date that toothless heifer that can't read. And the second thing is, when you start talking about dating down and it's okay that the woman pay all the bills, there was a time when neither one could read and the black man still paid the bills.
Spiritual, if you in the building, let me see if I can add Spiritual back to the building. What up, Reese? What up, Metro? You there, Spiritual?
I am. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Okay. So
yeah, I don't know what happened to the video.
Oh, well, girl, we ain't gonna worry about it. As long as we can hear you, we good. So what's your take on this Tyler Perry remark on how black women should date?
I feel mixed feelings. I don't think that it's just, women. I think everybody has an unrealistic thing where, I think what he was referring to is the women who are out here doing it, independent women that's making more money than men who are looking for somebody to match them. I think that's specifically who he was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the thing
Are you guys
about
there?
yeah, we're here.
Yeah, but I was gonna
Yeah,
say
I
it's
don't know what's
almost
going
like
on.
Tyler Perry admitting that there's not a lot of black men that's out here to match you.
What up, Travis? But that's what I'm saying. Look, if you want to date superficially, of course you're gonna say, well, you should probably, knock down a couple things off your list. But at the same time, let's be realistic. A lot of sisters have dated men who are not making as much money as them. They have. But for you to advise black women to lower your standard some, and I'm not saying every standard comes with a price tag. That's okay. I know it's freezing a lot, spiritual, but if you can't get back on, we appreciate your take on all that topic. But at the same time, black women have always been there supporting black men. I'm not saying they always pay all the bills and shit of that nature, but if that's the nature of their relationship, that's on her.
If you're okay with that, I'm not gonna judge anybody's household because it's not mine.
Right.
I have no problem with both of us paying bills. But for me to be the sole provider, nah, that ain't what God gave me this feminine energy for. Because I'm gonna tell you something. If I gotta pay all the bills and hustle like that, you will never have a home cooked meal. I don't have time to clean this house. You need to do it. Yeah, I'm just saying that's my attitude. But when we're both equally putting in the work to pay bills, we're both trying to clean. We're both like, well, baby, I know you tired. You worked. I was off today. I'll go ahead and cook. That's what I call team. But to tell me because I worked hard, I strived hard, I should go find somebody beneath me. Now, let's not just talk about finance, because a lot of people that are going to be beneath you is because they didn't have any will. They didn't try. They are not spiritually aligned with themselves. So you want me to, my spiritual alignment is up here. You want me to go down here for a nick? No. No.
But I'm tired of this advice from black men on how black women should date. We already got a certain attitude going on in these dating streets. But my thing about the whole situation,
I didn't mean to cut you off, Michelle, but have you noticed? It seems to be more black men trying to tell women how to be women than any other damn. I've never heard white men. Maybe I'm missing it. I never heard an Indian man or a Jewish man or maybe Puerto Rico, they close the Negroes. But I never heard any other of these ethnic groups telling women how to act like a woman, how to date down because you got more money. I've never heard. Am I missing it?
No, well, Reese in the comments says, I believe if you are broke, then your focus shouldn't be on a relationship.
Thank you, Reese.
Okay.
First time I agree with Reese. But that's what I'm saying. If you broke, you don't even need to be dating.
Be dating. Because that's already going to be a financial woe mentally on you. And then when it comes to actually wanting to do a little something, not saying it's got to be extravagant, but at the same time, we're not doing nothing but working and coming home, maybe a little screw here and there.
But I'm like, how do you even pursue a woman with no fucking money? I want to know what that looks like. You can't come with your penis in your hand just tapping on the forehead. Like, look what I got.
Well, because that shit get dead. Look, I want men, especially if you're over the age of fucking 30, you ought to know better. Your penis is not going to save every situation, okay?
It's not going to keep a woman. After a while, that penis gets boring.
Just like y'all be saying, oh, well, y'all women, y'all just bring your coochie to the table. That shit wears out too. So you can't just be bringing your genitals to the table thinking that's going to resolve everything going on. But at the same time, I'm tired of hearing this from men, especially when it comes to black women. And like you said, no other ethnic group of men advise their women how to date, how they should go about dating.
Only thing I've ever heard a Jewish man say about that issue, as far as you can tell a lot by a people, by how they treat and speak on a women. And black men, y'all got to stop. You call yourself targeting black women or being angry. Maybe mama, you didn't get mama's titty. You didn't get a hug from mama. She didn't love you. I don't know what it is.
Maybe Medea's girdle was too damn tight.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is all you're doing is constantly telling black women what to do and telling us how we should do this and do that. You're making yourself look like an ass to the
The
world.
link is pinned, Reese, is pinned in the comments. But I'm just tired of hearing black men telling women how to date. And
Go up,
but like, let's just say I did give that brother a break who was out of my financial bracket. What if I did do that and it ended up being such an emotional toll on my ass and a financial toll, let's add. So what makes you think I haven't tried that shit? See, this is the thing about you can't predict what black women's dating patterns are.
But you also have to understand too, when a man is not financially stable mentally, this man is gonna be Ike Turner.
Right. He's mentally absent when the money ain't right.
Why would I want to deal? Why would I settle for that shit?
And Reese, the comments, look at the pinned comment at the very top, the link to join the conversation, and there your black ass is.
Nigga, you know how to go up. You supposed to be educated.
Reese Davis is in the building, everybody. Let's welcome in Reese Davis.
Satan. Rah.
I liked your topic. That's why I came in here.
But Reese,
I'm so glad.
You had no, but hold up. On real talk, Reese has daughters. Would you tell your daughter to date down?
My daughter, was dating down for a minute, and my daughter my daughter first started dating. She's 19 now. She dated this guy when she was like 17 and said all he wants to do is work at McDonald's. He doesn't want to do anything else. I can't mess with him, Dad. I said exactly. That's my baby. And then she met some other dude.
Black man right here that does not want his daughters dating down.
I don't think you should focus. I don't think. I honestly, if you're not making the money where you can live comfortably, I'm not focusing on a relationship.
That part,
like you just
but
can't.
Then when she said he don't want nothing else, that tells me this man has limited dreams, limited goals. He has no goals.
He wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah, Biden.
Get your ass out of here.
When she told me his name, was Ski Bop, I was like, "Yo, leave that nigga alone, bro."
Did you say Ski Bop or Bebop? What?
No, Ski Bop. S
Yeah.
K-I-B-O-O-B. B-O-B-O-P. Bop.
Yeah.
That's some bull right there. So yeah, I'm so glad she made the decision. Just to wrap in that.
She wanted to find another little knucklehead nigga that she just left alone finally.
But she's 17. She's learning.
She's 19 now. She's learning.
Yeah, she's learning.
It's a process.
It is a process, but I feel like when you are a grown woman, 20, you graduated. Now here you are 25. You're working at some big company. You making a lot of money. Okay, you're making a lot of money a month. And I'm supposed to date Boo Boo or Kiki, whatever that nigga name is on the corner. That doesn't want a job, wants to be a rapper, and he's damn near 30. I'm supposed to be okay with that. And it's not even all about education and all that shit. It is about knowing what you want and going for it. So I'm supposed to be happy with a man that's happy where he is. Therefore, this relationship will never work because I'm growing. I'm constantly growing, and you're staying right where you are.
That's why when I insult people, I tell them, you know what? You're you, and that's all you'll ever be.
But see, like I said again,
true.
We got too much trending when it comes to black love. Everybody got advice. Everybody's trying to tell the man or the black man or black woman what to do. And at the same time, still all the advice y'all giving ain't leading nobody to no damn altar. And if you do, it's short term.
How would this man want to go to an altar when he's okay where he is? There's no growth.
You can't give people relationship advice because every relationship is different.
That part. And every person
every relationship factors something different. I have a friend of mine, his name's Jamie, right? Now Jamie just started Jamie's worth 8 figures easy.
That's nice. Is it
His girlfriend? I think his girlfriend makes like $20,000 a year. She works in a fucking department store. Their relationship works great.
Yeah,
they've been together for a minute. She doesn't ask him for a freaking dime. She doesn't expect anything from him. She didn't even know that he had money until he took her to, I think he took her to Greece, to his house in Greece or something like that.
Ooh, Greece. But what I'm saying is, maybe Jamie, whoever your friend is, maybe she's spiritually high. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and
you know what it is?
What?
They fit because he likes to travel. She likes to travel. Even though she doesn't make that much money, she still likes to travel. He loves travel.
And she likes to work too, though, right?
So, yes, and she works, and she doesn't really want his bread. She generally likes him for him. He dresses like, if you were to see him, you would never think that he has money. He dresses bummy, and he drives.
But see, now, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I can date a man, real talk. If I was making what Jamie was making, and my man was making less, she still has something to contribute, and they're equally yoked. See, there's a difference. But when you telling me to settle, don't tell me to settle. You don't know what my dreams are. You don't know what the fuck I want in the future. You cannot tell me to settle for somebody that's way lower. Like that rapper you was talking about, a 30-year-old rapper.
I wouldn't say lower. It's just, you're basically taking away your own standards. And I'm saying you have to have the checklist perfectly, but at the same time, if you want a man to be employed, to put forth an effort, to be grounded in your relationship, the basics, then yeah, we could probably work things out. But don't ask me to go to McDonald's or a Happy Meal and I'm supposed to walk out of a relationship. That ain't gonna happen.
I think the biggest problem Tyler Perry did, he made a statement with no details.
What was his statement that he made? I'm not aware of his statement. So
let me read it because I got the article right here in front of me. Basically, Tyler Perry has sparked a debate after sharing his candid thoughts about how couples could split the bills in their relationship. He made remarks about couples managing their finances while living together on his recent appearance of Crystal Renee's Keep It Positive Sweetie podcast. So he's saying when it comes to dating a lot of women, especially black women, so he specified especially black women. I might get in trouble for saying this, but I will.
You did.
In our society right now, black women are making a lot more money for the most part than more than black men.
First of all, let me say this. Tyler Perry needs to have several seats, and I'm going to say this why. What he portrays in his movies are black men and black women.
Girl,
he portrays a negative image of dark-skinned black men. Let's start off with that. The dark-skinned black man is always whooping and slapping up some bitch. And she's so weak and she make a lot of money. She gonna stay there and be caring. My thing is, he made a statement without clarification. And you do have women. I just watched a reel where a woman, and she was not even black. So let's get this straight. This is not a black woman thing. This woman may have been white, light-skinned, Hispanic, who knows? She wanted a man that made $100K. Okay? He had to be a certain height, certain this. And he asked this delusional bitch, what do you think is the average of those men? Oh, 20%. He said, no, bitch, 1%. So it's not just black women. And I think it's less than black women that had this delusion of meeting a man that make $100K a month.
But here's the twist though. Here's the twist though. The man that makes $100K is not looking for the woman looking for the man that makes $100K. And that's a fact.
No, it's a fact.
I'm not looking for no woman making $100K. I'm looking for a woman that has qualities of what I want. I don't if I'm making $100K, I don't give a yeah. If you're looking for me because I make $100K, you're just looking for us. You're looking for money.
Rocky,
you're looking for something I can provide.
Rocky, I need you to refresh your window because for some reason you are glitching real bad.
How the hell do I refresh this shit? You know it's your computer.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I think I see it. Hold on.
So you have to come back in. So if you have trouble, let me know. But Rocky was glitching a lot, so I want to refresh that so we can get everything she got to add to this conversation. But I understand what you're saying. I want a person for certain characteristics, somebody I can be into, somebody who I'm having a crappy day. I need to just be able to just vent to for a hot minute and smoke a blunt with. That's all I need.
And to be honest with you, niggas that make $100K, we're boring. We're boring. I'm not going out. I'm not fucking clubbing. I'm sitting in the fucking house watching TV. So now you got the guy that makes $100K, but he doesn't go anywhere. He may go on trips and you may go places, you may travel, but I'm not going out to fucking party because the people that party aren't making $100K.
Hold that thought, because what we're going to do is take a quick break. I'm going to help Rocky get back up in here. So y'all hang on real quick. We'll be right back. Don't y'all go no damn where. We'll be right back with the Gospel Heifer Show.
Are you looking for a heartwarming podcast or a podcast that's going to teach you how to do something? Well, this is not the one. Mookie Talking Dookie, the podcast, will bring you funny life stories. And not just my life. I'm going to be interviewing random people and we're going to poke fun at life, period. Because life has a way of poking fun at us, but I think it's best that we poke fun back. Because that's the only way we can survive. It's by laughing, smiling, and having a good time doing so. So be sure to subscribe and tune in. And let's see where this journey will take us. Mookie Talking Dookie, the podcast.
All right, we're back. Had a little technical difficulty. The other heifer is in the building, along with brother Reese Davis.
I don't like this Reese on top. This ain't love on top, nigga.
Baby. I'm
Devil
on
on top. No.
I didn't even mean it in that way.
But it sounded that way. But like I was saying before, the internet rudely disrespected me.
I'm never too big to be on top.
Some women have an expectation that's a little too much. And I feel like if you're not making 50K, at least half of what that brother making, you shouldn't be having these wishful thinkings. It's so much, like Reese said, it's all about money then. And then you put all these, oh, he got to be 6'5", he got to be this, he got to be that. This is where I feel like, okay, now you just being closed off, you being shallow.
Yeah.
You know, here's something funny. There's a lot of shallow, what's the word I'm looking for? No, well, there's a lot of them, but there's a lot of shallow. What do you call people that look for people for aesthetics? What is that called? That's
You mean cloud chasing?
No, they date people for aesthetics and what they look like and shit like that. What is that called?
I don't do that. Shallow, nigga, it's shallow. That's what the fuck.
No, it's another word for it. It's another word for it.
Well, when you find it, let me know.
Negro, you're supposed to have hold up, Negro, you're supposed to have a degree. So please, you're gonna have to expand your college degree.
Okay,
I'm just saying.
Let me to you. I've forgotten more words than most people know how to spell.
But I'm gonna tell you something. When you start looking at people for just features and what they, body, in my book,
thank you, Jennifer. Superficial,
shallow.
Thank you. There you go.
Superficial, shallow, superficial is all the same. It's a different word, but it's all the same.
Yes,
because people, you got to realize when time goes on, you may start dating in your 20s, you may get married in your 30s. God forbid a car accident or a sickness, looks will change.
Yeah.
Their money may not change. It's just like that man that married that model. This was an old story, and she was in a fire. That man still loved her. He was still with her, even though she was burnt up. Because it was a soul connection. They were equally yoked. He actually loved her. When you go for just superficial shit, it's never gonna happen. It's just like the damn movie, The Mad Black Woman, Tyler Perry punk ass. Where he went upgraded with a younger, light-skinned girl, and the moment his ass had an accident and was crippled, she was gone.
Right.
Can I tell you something? And this is my personal opinion.
Hold on. Before you tell me something, hold on. Let me hide. Okay.
In the end of the day, I believe, and this is my personal opinion, any man that speaks about how women should date is a fucking faggot. And you
Let me tell you.
Listen, I'm just being real. Like, I think Tyler Perry's a whole fucking faggot.
I was hiding for a minute.
Yeah, I don't care who thinks it. Like, because you're a grown ass. First of all, you're a grown ass man speaking on women topics, and you shouldn't fucking do that. Stay in your goddamn
Thank you.
place.
Why?
I'm never going to say what a woman should do or how women should do because I don't know shit about the female. I don't live in a woman anatomy.
Are you a better woman than me? How do you know? Because I know your coochie fell out, but my coochie stayed in. So how you gonna tell me with an inside coochie how to act and how to move?
It's annoying. I watch these people on social media, on Instagram, and what's crazy is that they got these dumb bitches out here listening to him. Oh, he's right. I should be doing this. How the fuck you listening to this nigga that just fucking sat on his nuts 5 minutes ago when he sat on the couch?
But you know what? These are women that don't know who they are. They are lost. And people that are normally have trauma, damage, loss, don't know who they are. They follow and listen to this BS.
What's that song? What's that song name? What's that? Olivia? Isn't that the name of the song? Olivia?
Who sings the damn song?
Who sings Olivia? she walking home from mother's house. Got wound up getting picked up by a pimp, getting put in a Cadillac. I think something Vaughn that sings Olivia.
Well,
but we don't know.
You got to listen to the song. It's an old song. It's an old school song.
I'm sorry. I'm right now. I got Strawberry Beret going through my head with my Prince right now.
But the point is, they are being pimped and they don't even realize it.
No, they are.
Because the Whispers.
It's the Whispers that sing it.
The Whispers. Okay. But my thing is, it's just like the women that got so angry with Kevin Samuels. But I'm like, bitch, you gave him your money. You gave him your time. You cammed up because you was toxic and you had trauma. You didn't know who you were.
Mm-hmm.
So you went in this live to be judged by a man that's flesh and blood like you. And you took it to heart. Oh, that's better, Reese. I like it.
You know what? Fuck your couch. How about that?
Oh, fuck your couch, nigga. And fuck you, black men that's gonna sit here and tell black women how to be women. I really want to see a slew of women start telling men how to be a man.
But you know what? That's what I'm waiting on, a man to actually communicate with men. Since that's what you need to be speaking on.
They
speak from
can't.
a male point of view.
Why? They can't because they just can't because nobody.
Because they don't know.
They don't know. They don't know what they're talking about. And and another man's going to smell bullshit. Nigga, I smell bullshit when I fucking hear it. You can leave these dumb niggas and hoes to some
they more comfortable in women's shoes telling a woman how to be a woman. That sounds like some bitch shit to me. So you a bitch.
You're telling women how you want them to be because that's the way you accept the woman.
Yeah, so you know what you need to do with that information? That information that you have for women, tell it to your significant other.
Tell it to your side.
No,
because I'm not dating you.
They can't do that. You want to know why? Because they chick in the background saying, nigga, if you don't shut the fuck up with that shit.
And that's what I need for women to do when it comes to these type of statements being made. Just shut the fuck up. You have no clue. The thing about this that pisses me off even more because this is like the third or fourth man that said that shit specifying black women when it comes to dating, how we should be, how we should approach it, how we should look at things financially. You don't know everybody's downline. You don't know who people have invested their emotions and time in. So it could be a point where I have learned not to date certain individuals doing shit. Stop popping your damn titties. And this Negro being Daddy Reese about to cam your ass down. No, and we don't need them crusty titties in the damn lens. So what I'm saying is you don't know everybody's experience. So stop speaking on shit you don't know about.
Let me add this. Being that you are someone that makes movies and you can put a certain image out there, won't you start putting positive images out there? And stop having
positivity doesn't
stop
sell.
Dressing in women's clothing and smoking blunts.
It don't sell, but see.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I ain't cutting none of you niggas off.
Yo, you didn't cut me off several times, but go ahead.
But not tonight, bitch. We talking about new. This is new right now, okay? Anyway, you have a film production that's huge, and you're constantly putting negative images of black men, wounded, traumatized black women. Shut the hell up. Go put something out before slavery. Before slavery, when we was kings and queens. Go do something positive. And then holler back at me. Go put something positive of a dark-skinned black man and a dark-skinned woman out there, married, happy, making it. It's always this arguing petty shit. The dark-skinned nigga just getting out of jail. The high yellow nigga, Drake come and save you from Tupac. Do something different, bitch. That's all I'm saying.
Can I tell you what I think it is with Tyler Perry? I think Tyler Perry has lost his relevance. So he has to do and say something that strikes something so he can bring something out. He'll see how people react to it. I bet you any amount of money, give it about a year or two, he'll put out a movie about it.
I'm sure he's gonna put out a movie behind the narrative that he got.
He's trying to create relevance, and the best way to create relevance is to say something turmoil, so that way you get a lot of feedback about it, and then you put out a movie about it and be like, oh, I gotta see this movie. This nigga gonna talk about this.
I want to answer Joe Center. Joe Center said, look, I definitely enjoy Madea. I'm not gonna lie, but as a black woman, can I identify with Madea? No. This is the problem that we do. We put an image out there, and it's not just us looking at this image. It's white folks. It's folks across in China. It's folks across the world looking at this image. I did not have a grandmother on either side that smoked dope and toted a gun and cursed people out and went to jail. I cannot identify with that. And people need to stop thinking that this is something that all black Americans identify with. Even in Africa, black Americans are looking stupid because of people like Tyler Perry. Period. If you want people to take you serious, you got to stop pandering the bullshit and the stereotypes.
Let me put this on the table.
And the stereotypes.
Let me put this on the table. When did black women become the sacrificial lamb when it comes to dating? Because I only hear when it comes to ethnic identity and conversations, it always, the black woman needs to do this, the black woman needs to do that. I don't hear Caucasians, Indian, Jewish. I don't hear none of those conversations from that side of the fence. So I'm gonna need folks to stop always thinking, and it's actually labeling us as traumatized, traumatic, all this bullshit that comes along with the stereotypes.
Michelle, they have adapted the stereotypes of rednecks that they identify with because that's all the fuck they had once they got over here doing slavery. My thing is, and it is comedy, but we also, as black people, have to be very aware of things. You wonder why the LGBT whatever community has bypassed us, because they are not going to allow you to make a movie a mockery of them. The moment, as long as we keep allowing people to make a mockery of us, and we make it a mockery of ourselves. Let me rephrase that.
I was going to say this one point.
This is why we are in the back seat of the fucking bus that Martin Luther King boycotted years ago, because we sit back and let's make fun of this shit that white people have always said about us. And then you get mad. Oh my God, this 12-year-old black boy was just shot. Oh my God, they just shot them. And then you want to get upset, but you don't understand where it comes from. You are making a fool out of yourself for the whole world in America to see, to the point nobody gives a fuck about what happens to you.
Let me insert this right quick, because we always say about how ethnic groups are supposed to be identified. The one person that the Caucasian community wanted to bury at a certain point was Roseanne Barr. You know why? Roseanne Barr did not represent the imagery of Caucasian women. They wanted her ass off. So go ahead, Reese. What you had to add?
What I was gonna say was, we've been the source of entertainment since the beginning. Yes. Since we've gotten here, and all they've done is gave you a little bit more money and gave you a little bit more freedom to be able to be the source of entertainment. If you pay attention to everything that's entertaining or anything that everybody watches, it's all negative black people shit, and that's because it's entertaining to fucking white folks. The crackers think it's fucking amazing. Look, Love and Hip Hop, fucking.
It's intended to Negroes.
But it's only entertaining to us because that's what we're mentally programmed to fucking like.
Yeah.
But we're programmed that way because we've been fucking entertainment since blackface, since what's some of the older fucking people that what's the guy with the blackface big lips used to come on, act a fucking fool and dance and dance and jig.
JJ Dynamite.
No, I'm going back. I'm going back to the 1920s,
way back, yeah.
1920s, 1930s, 1940s. We're always the source of fucking entertainment. So since we've been the source of being negative towards ourselves for entertainment purposes, it's become the fucking cookie cut of America to just be negative entertainment. Talk about ourselves, entertainment. These niggas can jump. Let's put them on the basketball court. Entertainment.
But I'm gonna tell you something. It's a little deeper than that too, though. First of all, his movies are not based off of real facts. It's a small fact. Okay, Bill Cosby, his show, whether he's guilty or not, is also based on real fucking facts. There's a lot of black people that's doing things, doctors, lawyers, whatever. So, but you have these companies that are owned not by us. Okay, let's make that clear. And you make this movie that's positive. Oh, nobody wants to see this. You put a positive song out nowadays about love. Nobody wants to hear a black woman singing about love.
Toxic energy is addictive.
K. Michelle was told this. Nobody wants to hear about black love. What does a black girl know about love? Mm-hmm. So not only have we been programmed with these stereotypes of ourselves, but also the ones like me, Michelle, and you that know better, and others, you get shut down at the door. Because you're not going to put this positive outlook out here about black folks when I want to keep you looking like a fool across. And y'all don't understand the depths of y'all's entertainment that makes you laugh.
No, the prime example of that is when comedian Sinbad had a reality show years ago that we loved.
It was good.
It didn't last for, I think, 1 or 2 seasons because it wasn't Ratchet.
1 season, it wasn't Ratchet. But the thing is, our people gravitate to that shit more. How many white folks do y'all know that watch Love and Hip Hop?
I know a lot of white folks that watch Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so that's a split. All I'm saying is,
but you got to listen to what I was going to say.
Let me land. This is what I want us to understand at the bottom line. It may be entertaining and funny to you, but you're portraying yourself. It may not be you and me on that screen, but when we walk into a room, whether it's going to Africa, whether it's going to China, whether it's going to a room on Wall Street, we are being portrayed in this image. So therefore, the door is shut right in your fucking face because you black, y'all like to talk. Y'all talk about each other worse than we do. You don't need to clan no more because y'all do it. So if you all don't realize it's comedy that's entertaining to you, it's a trickle effect of why we have not gotten where we are, then we will always be where we are until you wake the fuck up and stop being entertained so fucking much.
Now, I want to hear Reese's take on his Caucasian friends watching. What's their take on it?
I didn't say they were friends. I said I know a lot of Caucasians that watch it, but they watch it because they like watching black people do ratchet shit.
That part. They're entertained by our ignorance.
They're entertained by our fucking ignorance. And it's fucked up because even though you may say this and you may be on a live and have 500-600 people watching the live and say that, and every dickhead in the live will agree with it and say, oh yeah, that shit's ratchet. Let that bitch come on at 8 o'clock. They off the fucking live.
They all there.
Love and hip hop. Why? Because you're supporting ignorance. You're showing them that, oh, I love watching it, and they'll keep fucking doing it, and you'll keep the same stupid, ignorant, booty hole brown bitches employed.
Please do not get me started on that heifer. Do not get me started on Sexy Red.
Hold on, I gotta excuse myself real quick. I'll be right back.
Yeah, but don't get me started on. That's a prime example on why that they find that type of shit entertaining, because there are some of us in our community that are so willing to put on the goddamn bozo shoes and nose. And that Sexy Red shit, I never heard of this rapper until I saw a reel, and it was a reel of a teacher. I believe she was teaching middle school, and her classroom was being a little loud. And she quoted one of the lyrics from Sexy Red's record, just a line. If you see me pulling up and you want to know what's up or some shit like that, and the whole classroom, that's the record. So that lets you know how much of an influence this ratchet nonsense is taking place. That's the only way as an educator I can get my classroom to calm down, get with the program, and do what you're supposed to do. I got to quote some ratchet shit.
It's sad in this chair. I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to go.
Oh shit!
I had to go tingle.
She came back. I thought she got lost.
You know, my foot about to get lost in your black ass. I still got pictures of your booty crack.
Oh God, please.
You know what?
No, but you know
that's
what?
Why you gonna get shot
I was
in the
just
pinky
thinking,
toe.
listening to what you were saying, Michelle. If black people did the same thing to love of hip hop the way white folks did to Roseanne Barr, we wouldn't be where we are. We wouldn't have the problems. We wouldn't be in the back of the bus still. But we are the main ones in the front. Fuck what your white counterparts watch. I don't give a fuck about them. But black people, shh. If black people did what white folks did, oh, you making a mockery out of us. You letting everybody know there is white trash. You gotta go. See, black people don't do that. We are the main ones in the front. Oh, girl,
you know how many times
at our own ratchet behavior
that they have tried to cancel Roseanne Barr just off the factor of her influence.
Yeah, to white trash.
This bitch eat mayo sandwiches out in the sun in the trailer park. She don't give a fuck. So we don't need that kind of imagery.
I mean, we gotta take accountability of the things we allow to happen. It's just like, Michelle, you remember that show they was finna have out with the sororities, AKA shut that shit down quick and started suing bitches because you are not gonna make a mockery out of this, out of our social society thing. You're not gonna do it. They shut it down so quick. I think that show may have aired 2 or 3 times, the max, before the foundation of AKA cut that shit off.
It was like, we ain't doing that shit up in here.
No. And it was one chick acting ratchet, being extra. They cut it. The same thing black people need to do to folks like Tyler Perry, love of hip hop, all that crap. You know,
Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, all of them. The only show I like to, me and Michelle, this ratchet that we like to watch is Marriage After Lockup, because it's everybody.
Love
after lockup.
Love after lockup. That's the funniest shit to me. I promise.
White people, it's Spanish people, it's everybody. It's not
all ethnic groups. Everybody can get it. So
yeah.
But can I show y'all in what they did was Housewives. It was Housewives of something, right? And that's how it started out. It wasn't Atlanta. It started out Housewives of some other shit. Housewives of LA or something.
Stop going out. It's too many damn shows. Just like
anyway, the whole purpose was it started out showing white people. Housewives of whatever.
Yeah, it did.
And it definitely did. And then they said their ratings were low. They weren't getting enough value. Let's put the niggas on and show how upscale, even though they're upscale, they're still niggas, and put Housewives of Atlanta on. And that fucking took off way farther than any Housewives or fuck around. Everybody watches it because they like to see black people being niggas.
But you know what? I guarantee you the bigger viewers was black people. And me and Michelle used to watch the Married to Medicine. I had to stop because how are these highly educated women, doctors, and I mean, own practices acting like this? It brings people down. I have a cousin that has a practice that's a doctor. Never act like this. Would never do that. So you know what that practice makes him look like, watching these bitches do that? It brings it down. But until black people take a stand and say, look, you're not finna make an ass out of me. I have some self-pride over your entertainment, motherfuckers, is all I'm saying.
They don't. They can't. You can't do it. That's why everybody's addicted to Instagram and social
and this
media.
is why I left Instagram the fuck alone.
No,
and
we
this
will
is why,
not. No, we will not. We will not. We will not leave it alone.
No. I do not deal, and neither does Michelle, and neither do you. We are three people that you're not gonna see on Instagram all fucking day, on live all damn day, in somebody's live all damn day. See, those are different people. I peep in. If I see certain people that I fuck with or I like, that I know have common sense, oh, I'm gonna go on a live. You will never see me in a Ratchet live where men are talking about booty holes and effing all day and women showing their titties. No, that's beneath me. I said it, bitch. You are beneath me. All of y'all. But I have an actual life.
But other than Instagram and these social influences, I wish that, when it comes to black programming, like you said, Reese, I know the majority of people watch these shows because of the Ratchet level. And the Ratchet level, unfortunately, that trickles into reality. The reality is, when you said earlier, the positivity gets low numbers. You can't sit up here and try to be positive and spread the word. You got to have some bullshit going on in order for people to pay attention. And then once that drama is over with, it's hit its peak, it's all done and done, the dust is settled, everybody goes somewhere else to find some new shit. That's the way Instagram works.
Yeah, and it's mainly us in there arguing and talking stupid shit, being ignorant. It's a bunch of black men on Instagram, how to be a black woman. Nigga, how the fuck do you know? But anyway, my thing is, as a people, we got to stop entertaining it. As a people, we have got to start calling it out, especially when it's on TV for the world to see. And Instagram is one too, because you got a lot of people that's overseas and watching this shit. Oh, they always said you niggas was like this. Ooh, look at them being niggas.
You know
that
what,
Reese?
Dumbass Reese. Reese, I'm gonna thank your crackhead ass for joining us, even though I know you're not a crackhead, literally. Just something I'm saying out of admiration and tipsiness. So, we always appreciate when you bring your opinion to the table.
He knows crackheads, though.
I used to sell crack. That's okay.
You know what, Reese?
Get that nigga off my fucking. Get that nigga out of here.
Reese, get your ass up out of here. See, we ain't talking about the crackhead stories past. What the hell's going on with your ass? Reese, I'm gonna pray for you. I'll deal with your ass later behind closed doors. I can't do this shit publicly. But I agree with our conversation. It's been a great conversation on the narrative on black dating, especially black women. If I hear one more person specify black women need to do this when it comes to love, black women need to do this when it comes to dating, brother, you don't know my journey. So I need you to have several seats on that.
And stay out of my home.
Right, because if that was the case, we both would have been already settled.
I dodged that bullet twice because I knew better. Will you marry me? No. Hell to the no.
Girl, I promise you. But see, and you wonder why there's a lot of women, and that's just not black women. There's a lot of single women by choice. A lot of women are wanting to have peace of mind and no bullshit. If I gotta invest my emotions and my bodily fluids in a bullshit ass man, I don't need
save him for some good. I think men forget that women really just started getting their rights in the 80s. It was in the 80s when women just started getting their rights and better jobs. I'm like, come on now.
But stop with that. Y'all got to. I will repeat this shit, even though it was mentioned earlier. I'm gonna need men who got advice for black women dating. Please give that advice to your brothers. Even though I know Reese said it probably wouldn't be taken as well. Well, how do you think we as women take that bullshit?
Well, traumatized women take it. Oh, that's what's wrong with me. Oh my God. So as long as there's traumatized women not getting help, it's always going to be an audience for men telling you what you should do, which you should not do.
This dumbass Reese told me I forgot to say bye, nigga.
Well, bye, nigga. Oh, hold on a second. Bye, Jewish nigga.
You being doubly offensive, okay?
Well, he's a Negro and he claims he's Jewish.
Oh God. Let Rocky please let's move on. I don't even want to touch that shit.
I'm gonna move on to saying it was nice. We've been on over an hour.
Yes, and that's why I was trying to wrap it on up.
Yeah, so wrap it up. I wish I had that Dave Chappelle shit. Wrap it up.
You know what? I'm gonna talk about your ass behind the scenes, okay? But you can go ahead and say your closing statement, and we'll see y'all. Matter of fact, we're no show next week because we got Yamanika the first week of October. We usually take a week off every month. So next week we will have no broadcast, but we hope you guys subscribe to the channel as well as following us on Apple and Spotify podcasts. So Heifer, lead us out of here.
Bye, nigga.